the AI strategy for your next senior QA or SDET role. How to transition from doing the work to actually leading and architecting the work. As someone who's been in the field for a long time, making that jump from mid-level to a senior or a lead for an SDET or QA role is a big jump. You're no longer expected to just write test cases, but actually to organize and architect the testing strategies. This year, the job market for senior roles has become semantic. Recruiters are using AI tools to find candidates who can possibly give the best return on investment if they're hired. And if your LinkedIn or resume just simply lists the tools you use, you're not showing your best return on investment. If you're new here, my name is the Test Lead, and I make content to help you on your software testing and development journey. Today, we're going to break down your AI blueprint to finding your next high-level impact role. Let's get started. First, let's start with your resume. Change from just having tasks to have business impact. A senior resume must speak the language of a C-suite. Instead of just talking about what they did, they have to describe the impact of what they did. For example, instead of simply saying you led a team of 5 people, use AI to communicate the ripple effect of your leadership. Here is an example prompt that you can use. I am a senior SDET. I implemented a risk-based testing strategy and shifted testing left into the design phase. This reduced our production bugs by 25%. We write this for a lead role, focusing on strategic influence and cost savings. And the result will be something like this below. As you can see, you're not just mentioning what you did, you're showing the business impact. And let's say you didn't lead a team of 4, 5, 6 people, but you had other major duties in your role and try to make that jump. Phrase your prompt in a similar manner. That way you're emphasizing the outcomes of what you did, not just the action. Next, let's work on your LinkedIn. At the senior level, ideally, you want the jobs to come to you. Your profile shouldn't simply be just a digital resume. It should be a landing page to showcase your expertise. First, let's start with your headline. Here's an example prompt you can use to generate a headline example. Generate 3 LinkedIn headlines for an SDET or QA lead that emphasizes quality engineering strategy, CI/CD platform ownership, and AI-driven testing infrastructure. Next, your About section. Use AI to synthesize your many years of experience into 3 paragraphs or so. Based on my experience in finance or healthcare or SaaS, write a LinkedIn About section that highlights my ability to build high-performance QA teams, my philosophy on quality as a service. Quick break. If you're enjoying the video so far, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you need help on your software testing or development journey, check out my website, thetestinglead.com. I have books and courses to help you on your way. Now, back to the video. So we've created your new resume and your new LinkedIn profile. Now let's say you got a call to actually get an interview. You're going to use AI as your interview coach. At the senior level, they're going to care less about, oh, can you find the web element in this DOM, or can you write a test case, and more senior level skills. Next, you will use AI as your virtual CTO interview prep. AI is your safe space because you can use it to practice doing interviews without feeling embarrassed or other feelings because it's just you and the AI. So you can ask the AI to ask you questions pretending to be a senior or a director of quality assurance. And when you get the response, maybe your response is right or wrong. Ask AI to make it a better response. If the AI says something that you don't understand, you can ask it to break it down in simpler terms. That way you do understand it, and then when you're faced that same question in an interview, you know how to answer it now. So here's an example prompt. Remember, cater it to whatever company you're actually applying for. You are a director of engineering at a fast-growing startup. Our release cycle is slow, and developers complain that QA suite is a bottleneck. Interview me for the lead SDET position. Ask me 3 different questions about how I would balance speed versus quality, and how I would gain buy-in from an existing dev team. Poke holes in my logic after I answer. From there, you can ask it to ask follow-up questions that a director may ask for your particular company that you're interviewing with. And the final part, before you step foot into an interview, do your due diligence. Find the pain points in different companies. Try to use different AI tools or scrapers to find company blogs, maybe public GitHub repos, or even Glassdoor reviews, and see if any pain points are spoken about, or any other common knowledge that may be helpful to show you actually research and are interested in this company versus it just being another interview for you. Mentioning something that they just posted on LinkedIn in your interview shows you actually care and are invested in getting this job. In short, the best candidate isn't always the person who has the most years of experience. It's what you do with your years of experience and how you communicate that in an interview. For example, you could have 15 years of experience, but your whole time you're just writing test cases, versus somebody who has 10 years of experience, but they led development teams and other initiatives. Who do you think for a senior role a company is going to hire? If you have questions, leave them below. If you have suggestions for future videos, also leave it below. But most importantly, don't forget this, learn something new today. And YouTube thinks, next up, you should watch this video here or this one right here.